Alright, so can you hear me? Wait, so you actually can hear me this time? If you can hear me, say bandit. Oh, wow, so y'all can actually hear me. I'm surprised because last time my mic wasn't working for whatever reason, but if it stops working, let me know right away because I cannot tell from my end, obviously. So if there's anything that's wrong, please let me know right away. But anyways, I apologize for the previous incident. That was a mistake because the mic wasn't working for some reason. But anyways, I guess we'll restart. Apologies if you already saw the previous one. Just forget about that. That was a big mistake on my part. I apologize for all the inconvenience. But anyways, since you can hear me, I'm gonna keep checking because I'm very nervous about that. I guess we'll start taking a look at this again. I probably should have done a live stream to test this out, but so here it is. This is the place where I got it from. And on the other side, we just have this paper thing. But I guess we'll start where we left off and we'll get it open. Alright. Are y'all ready to see it? Alright. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done this. Alright, well, let's just open it, I guess. Oh my god. Why did I do this? It's kind of small because I didn't want to get a huge one. I don't have a lot of space. But, oh, jeez. Well, here it is. Here's one of the sides. This will appear in history books. Yes, this is very, very cursed. I got it for my new video. Yeah, I totally got it for video, no other reason. But, here it is. There's the back side. Take a good look at that face. The peak of my career. Blurst. Oh, hell no. But, yeah, I guess we'll take a look on the other side. Oh boy. Why did I do this? Alright, so looking at it, it's actually not too bad. Feels like a bed sheet. Hoping it'll be softer, but that's fine. They actually don't have the signature, which actually left on it, so I don't know why they did that. This is so awful, I'm gonna cringe. Yeah, burn it. I like how half of you are excited while the other half is absolutely terrified. I love it. But, yeah, this exists, and I almost hate to say it, but this isn't even the first one. There's actually a few out there, if you know where to look. I'm just questioning your career. But yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream just so y'all can see it as soon as possible, and to get the best reactions out of everyone. But yeah, it was funny. I was working on my video. I have a video where I just basically correct all the mistakes I made in the previous one yesterday. And I just got a phone call from my stepdad. And he just showed me this and I got pretty excited because I know some of you have been waiting for this for a very long time. It was supposed to come like months ago. But yeah, it's finally here. It is a bit small, but once again, I didn't want a large one. Yeah, you could take a look at this side again. Personally, I think this side is more cursed. It just has, him in a more suggestive position. I'm getting bleach. No, I'm not doing Tom and Jerry versus Bluey, so no. I don't really do YouTube poops anymore, sorry. So yeah, what have I done? This started out as a minor joke in a YouTube poop. Then it started out as another joke in a YouTube poop. Then it became a running gag in YouTube poops. Then it became a running gag on my channel. And now we're here. I can't believe it either. Also, I spent over 60 bucks on this. So thank you for watching my videos and giving me the ad revenue that made this possible. But yeah, that's basically it. Am I using it later? I don't know what you mean by using, but I'm gonna feature it in my new review video I'm working on. But yeah, does anyone else have anything else to say? Any questions? Pog. Among Us pillow? No, not Among Us. The pain. The envious question what he just did. But yeah, this exists now. Oh, come on, why are y'all mad? Y'all were talking about how great it is and how much you were dying to see it, and now y'all mad? What's going on here? Did you want it or not? Did you? I certainly did this all for you. Definitely not for me. But, yeah, and also I should probably credit the original artist. This is not my artwork. I believe the username is Artemis Wolfie or something like that. So, they're the ones who made this artwork. So I should probably credit them. Look what humanity has turned out. Kill it with fire. Can I borrow the body pillow? I wonder why. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick live stream to show you all what I just got in, because I know some of you wanted to see it so badly. I guess not all of you. Here's my phone stand. And, yeah, and overall, regarding the actual artwork, I really like it because, I mean, ignoring the whole context, the artwork actually looks like something from the actual show, and that it honestly kind of scares me because it looks legit. In fact, on the sticker pack, they actually included this picture in here, so somebody actually thought it was legit. And speaking of the stickers, here's a relatively normal picture, except Chili is pregnant and she has her patch on the wrong side. But yeah, I'm actually gonna do a video covering fake Bluey merch, which is gonna cover this thing right here and these stickers. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I actually got some knockoff Bluey figurines on eBay, and they look absolutely horrifying. Like, one of them just has completely black eyes, and it is very scary. I don't know who would make that, or who thought it was a good decision, but yeah, I'm currently getting a bunch of stuff to make a video covering knockoff and very cursed Bluey merch. So, look out for that. I'm very excited to make it. The only thing, though, is that the figurines have not arrived yet, but when they do, I will begin production on it. But, yeah, I just wanted to say that this ungodly horror has come into my house and is going to join my collection. But, yeah, that's basically it. Bingo pillow. Oh, no, not the children, please. But, yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to make a special announcement. But, yeah, does anybody else have any questions just to my channel in general? How's the actual quality? So the quality isn't that bad. Once again, I haven't tried it, which I haven't used it, which I don't plan to. I just got it for LOLs, but overall the quality isn't terrible. There's like these strands on the side, but as I mentioned before, it feels like a bed sheet. That's the best way I could describe it. So it's not too soft, but it's not too rough. And just speaking of plushies, I did actually get a couple of the really bad knockoff Bluey plushies. I'm gonna review those as well. I don't have a PO box at the moment, but maybe that's something I get in the future. Dad pillow and pregnant chili. Yes, of course there's a chili pillow. Have you seen Big Nasty Shrek's video on it? I thought everyone has already seen that one, but anyways, we are all part of B&B history. How much did you pay for this? As I mentioned before, I paid $60. But the thing is, it got sent to the wrong address. It got sent to a random person in Seattle. I don't even want to know what their reaction was when they found this. But yeah, they had to send it back to Hong Kong. And then they had to send it back to me again. And that cost like extra money, so it was even more than 60. No, I won't send it to your house. I wish I could, but I only have one. I can't do giveaways at the moment. The artwork was from a scrapped episode. That would be hilarious. All that for bed sheets. Oh boy. I don't have the listing for the knockoff figurines at the moment. What are you gonna do with it after the video? I'm probably just gonna put it on display with my other Bluey things. Everyone's saying to burn it. Well, that wouldn't be a completely terrible idea. Alright, so speaking of my family's reaction, my stepdad actually ordered this for me. I asked him to. He didn't mind, he was cool with it. My mom was cool with it. And my brother didn't care, so they're all chill with it. Mainly because I don't really think they know what this is meant to be or the context. Lord help us. But yeah, any more questions? I guess this could turn into a mini Q&A while we look at this. God help this man. Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. We need the link, please. So as I mentioned, I got it from this place, which makes custom body pillows. Here's the place right here. No exact link, but I guess you could try and look it up. But yeah, basically how I got this is that I went to the website, I went to the custom body pillows, and I just uploaded this image and this image. I also reformatted them so it fit perfectly. And honestly, I'm really glad how this came out. I will admit, actually this part is kind of cut off, which kind of ruins the perfection, but other than that, it came out pretty good, and dare I say, I was expecting it to be way worse. It is a bit pixelated, I don't know if you could tell, but other than that, it's good enough for the video I'm about to make. And it will make a very good conversation starter when people come over to my house, so yeah. Someone was willing to make this. What is your favorite Kool-Aid flavor? Alright, so that's a hard one because I actually don't drink Kool-Aid. I haven't drank it in years, so honestly, I don't know. Do y'all just like love staring at this? As Bandit just looks at you back? Here, we'll give you a closer look. The delivery man saw this. What's even worse is that the delivery person actually had to deliver it to my stepdad's workplace. So they probably thought that he was the one who got it and not me. Daddy Bandit. Oh no. But I don't cursed Bluey images. Yes, this is definitely cursed, and I will be documenting it more so everybody has the right to see this pillow in all its glory, because I know the only image of a pillow like this was a single image on 4chan, and now that I have one, I'll definitely be documenting the glorious dad pillow a lot more, so everyone can see it. This is worse than the 2D Thomas reboot, yes, certainly. God has left us. Joe Brum is gonna freak out. You know, regarding if I'm ever gonna meet the creators of Bluey, I can only imagine them just looking at my channel to see what I get up to, and then them just seeing this. Oh boy, I just realized we have 69 people watching this, so good job. What is your opinion on Chuck E. Cheese? Alright, so I've actually been to Chuck E. Cheese quite a few times. I went there a lot as a child, so I used to really enjoy it. And my brother likes to go there a lot, so I usually have to go as well. Overall, it's not like the greatest place ever, but I will admit the history of it is pretty interesting. And overall, I do think it's a fun place to go, even though my brother's mostly the one who wants to go. And I do have a ton of their tokens because they retired most of them. But yeah. Are you Australian? So, I'm actually not Australian, as crazy as that sounds, because I got so much Bluey merch. I'm actually an American. What if Joe Brum came to the stream? Oh god, that would be insane. Weird flex, but okay. Who is your favorite Thomas narrator? Alright, so personally, the ones I grew up with were George Carlin and Alec Baldwin. They did a really good job for the most part, and they were very expressive, and they had tons of different voices and tones that were used at the right moment. So, yeah, not only did I grow up with them, but looking back, and I actually did watch a few of the original seasons of Thomas recently, and I have to admit, they did a pretty good job. What if Bluey had a narrator? Now, that would be pretty interesting. I'm not sure if it would work because shows such as Thomas and Peppa Pig are more written as storybooks, or at least the style kind of is, while Bluey's just more slice of life and sitcom like. So I'm not sure if it would really work, but it would be pretty interesting. Thomas the Body Pillow. You know what though? On DeviantArt, I actually saw that someone made James the Red Engine themed Dakimakura. So yeah, that's a fun fact for y'all. Do you like pizza? Yeah, I'll admit, I like pizza. Mostly meat eaters and the simple cheese one. I don't get too complicated. Hello, I liked your Bluey toy review. Thank you. Do you think Peppa should fire the narrator? Alright, so honestly, I will admit the narrator in Peppa really isn't that helpful, and especially in the earlier episodes, he basically just stated the obvious, as everyone has mentioned. But the thing is, I don't really watch Peppa that often, or at all, in fact. I might watch a few episodes just so I could review it or get some thoughts on it. But for now, I mostly just watch Bluey. Roll 34 artists have joined the chat. How many Bluey things do I have? Alright, so I got basically almost all of the figurines, except for the new camper van and stuff with John Luke. Because I know in Australia and some places they got a ton of new Bluey figurines and playsets as of recently, but in America we still haven't got them yet. And I do have almost all the plushies. I'm actually looking at them right now. I have basically all of them except for Snickers and Coco. And of course I have a bunch of other stuff. I have some kind of like Bluey cup, and then I have the bath squeezers. I'm actually getting the Australian Bluey stamps right now. Those should be coming in soon. And I have a bandit shirt. I have some Bluey games, which I'm going to do a video on later. And now I have this pillow. Do you think Big Nasty Shrek will review this? He might. I mean, I've talked to him before on Discord, so he knows me. Show the black-eyed one. So, about the Bluey knockoff figurines, I haven't gotten those in yet because I'm getting them from Australia. We don't really have that many knockoffs in America. If you've seen Lil Kim videos, you'll know that Australia has a ton of bootleg merch, but here in America, it's a lot more regulated, so I had to spend a pretty penny importing garbage knockoff Bluey figurines that look demonic, even more demonic than this thing. The fact that someone took time to draw this. Finally, that is life in Australia. What's your favorite Bluey DVD? So, I actually don't own any of the DVDs, and they're quite expensive, so I'm not really going to invest in them at the moment, but if I see them at like the store or something, I might get them. Stop. How much did I pay for the Bluey plushies? Where I'm from, they basically cost about $8 each for the small ones and a little over 20 for the best mate ones. Though I did get one of my best mate Bluey plushies for like 14 bucks because it was on clearance for some reason. And of course I think Bluey is better than Peppa. I mean, I should probably do a video explaining why, but I think most of you already know that. The pillow looks so legit, it's scary. Did you read the Railway series? So, as awful as this is gonna sound, I actually haven't read the Railway series yet. I mean, obviously, being a Thomas fan, I've heard a lot of it. And they did used to have a book containing most of the stories, but I don't have that in my possession anymore, which sucks. That's basically like the equivalent of giving away the Bible, but in the Thomas fandom. But yeah, I'm gonna have to like definitely read up on it because that's basically the original Thomas and Friends. There was basically Thomas before Thomas. The first book didn't even have Thomas, but anyways. Bluey's better than Peppa. What is your favorite Bluey character? Well, I'm just gonna say it's this one right here. If you see my Bluey ranking video, I've explained. The Bluey fan needs to be stopped. Let's see if we could get to 100 people watching this. Where did I buy this? I bought it at this place, the Anime Dakimakura shop. Here's some more information. Dakimakura Station worldwide. Basically a place where you could get custom pillows. Do you like Michael Brandon's narration in Thomas? So, as a person who was born in like the mid 2000s, I want to say that I definitely grew up on Michael Brandon quite a bit. Honestly, I grew up on mostly the classic seasons, but I did see my fair share of hit era seasons. And honestly, looking back, Michael Brandon obviously isn't the greatest. His voice can be a little bit much at times. But overall, I don't think he's as terrible as other people say. What franchise would be perfect for Bluey crossovers? So, disregarding copyright and different studios, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Peppa would actually be an interesting fit because they're kind of similar in concept with totally different executions, and they're also both animals, except the Bluey characters don't wear clothes, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I guess it depends. Why did I buy this? Okay, so that's a pretty good question. Let's all be honest here. I bought it because, not for personal enjoyment, I swear, but because I had this running gag on my channel where I would use this pillow and call it the dad pillow in my YTPs for all you older fans who remember those. And eventually, I thought it would be hilarious if I actually got a real one just to mess with people's heads. However, that was like back in April, a long time ago, and now it just arrived in a completely new era of my channel, so yeah. Oh, sure. Is there is there a Railway Series book with the N-word? Really? I don't believe that. Hey, BNB, I have a question for you. What is it? Dude, I'm genuinely scared right now. Trust me, there's a good reason to be scared. Can we be friends? I don't know, depends. I mean, we could be friends as long as you don't do anything bad. And I have a Discord and Twitter, so you can always talk to me through there. Look at that really curvy tail. Just appreciate it for a second. Do I like Rusty? So, overall, Rusty isn't my favorite, but as I mentioned in my ranking every Bluey character video, I do like Rusty. He has had a couple of focused moments, and he does have some interesting interactions with all the other characters. But yeah, I think he's a decent character. Do you like Muffin? Oh boy. I do not like Muffin. Because she can be a little bit nice sometimes, but in the earlier seasons, all she was basically a screaming brat that just caused trouble and yelled until she got her way. Do I like Mackenzie? So, regarding non-healer family characters, Mackenzie is actually one of my favorites. I think he's really funny. He's had a lot of focus, which gives him some chance to develop, and he's had some pretty good interactions with the other characters. Do I like Juno? So I assume you're talking about Judo, and no, I don't really like Judo. I do think that she has a lot of potential for future development, as I mentioned, but as of now, she's not a good character. She's just her typical spoiled rich brat that really doesn't do anything. Bandit is the best anime girl. Do I like Bingo? Alright, so I know in my top 10 worst Bluey episodes, I completely railed on Bingo. And she can have a lot of moments where she's like very sensitive and she just kind of doesn't really do much. But outside of that, Bingo has been used a lot better as of lately. We've definitely seen more of her creative and interesting side, which definitely adds a lot more to her character. Like in season 2, we got episodes like Sleepy Time and of course Bingo, which I really do think showed her character in a much better light. So yeah, even though I didn't really like her at first, after watching quite a few episodes and rewatching them, I did start to like her more. We have socks with shoes. What do you like other than Bluey and Thomas? So, those are basically the main ones, but I will admit, I do like SpongeBob. That one has a lot of funny moments. Even today, I see like clips of it on YouTube all the time, and they still give me big laughs. I'm not sure how the newer episodes are, because I know they changed it quite a bit. I do think the show is definitely a lot more wacky and cartoony than it was before, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But once again, I haven't seen too much of modern SpongeBob, so I'm really not sure what to say. Please make new YouTube poops. Regarding copyright, I was actually planning or considering to make a new Bluey or Thomas YouTube poop, but at the moment I'm kind of busy, so I'm not sure. And also, I forgot to mention that the next review video I'm doing while I work on the second iceberg, I'm actually going to do a full in-depth review on grannies, and I'm going to explain why it's overrated, or try to. That's at least the title I'm running with at the moment. Do or did you watch Little Einstein? So, I haven't seen Little Einsteins in a very long time. That theme song is still stuck in my head because that will never be forgotten. Just has such a catchy theme song, but I have not seen the show in like many, many years. Do you watch Pokemon? So, my brother is really into Pokemon, but I never got into it. Do you know Digimon? No, I don't really know much about that, sorry. Granny's the Soul Dread voice, skip that episode. Do you like Super Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog? So, I never really got into Sonic growing up. I mean, I only had so many video games. I never really became a Sonic fan, just because I was never really introduced to it growing up, but I did get a lot of exposure to like the Mario games. I've definitely played all the original as well as the newer ones quite a bit growing up. So I guess I'm more of a Mario fan, but once again, if you know me, you'll know that I'm not really a video game person to begin with. If Disney Channel shut down, where would Bluey move to? So if the case that Disney Channel was just say in America shut down, I assume Bluey would just go onto Disney Plus because that's where a lot of the shows have moved to now. Have you ever played Pac-Man? So actually Pac-Man is one of my favorite classic video games. And whenever I go to the arcade and I see an old cabinet of it, I usually give it a try. Here are Bandit's Paws if for those who are into that. Why do I like Bluey? So basically I just really like the show because everyone says, oh, it's a kid's show, and what is this grown man doing? First off, I'm not a grown man. Second of all, Bluey is just a really well made show because most people just say, oh, it's just some kid's show, it's just a Peppa ripoff, blah blah blah. But in real life, Bluey is just so well made, and I cannot state that enough. The animation is gorgeous, it's a work of art, yet it's stylized with this whole rectangle phone case thing. The characters are very relatable and well developed, or at least the main ones are. The side characters still need some improvement, but. And also, the stories, most of them are pretty well done, and the music is absolutely gorgeous. Like, if you haven't listened to the Bluey album or some of the Bluey background music, go give it a watch. It does not deserve to be this good, yet it is. And that's the amazing part. Opinions on Tridashi. So, I assume you're talking about that MLP YouTube channel that makes those kind of music videos and stuff. I actually watch their content quite a bit, and I still watch some of their videos. I just watched that Pony Girl 2 video. So yeah, I definitely watch their videos once in a while. What is the worst bandit scene? Oh boy, I never thought of that. The one that comes to mind is the one from Fairies, I guess, because he just gets punished. Same with hairdressers for an unnecessary reason, but that really wasn't his fault. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to actually think about that. Oh yeah, Friendship is Musical. That's a pretty good series too. What is your least favorite episode of Bluey? I assume you're talking about Bluey, but so in my worst Bluey episodes, I did state that The Weeknd was my least favorite. But dang, I just love the music from that episode way too much. And I don't know now. I might actually have to reconsider, but at the moment, I'm not sure. It used to be The Weeknd, but I might be reconsidering. What do you think Bluey would look like if it was made in a different country? So, regarding, let's just say that everyone and all the talents were the same, but it was just in a different country. I assume it would be relatively similar, but the things that are part of Australian culture and Australian nature and wildlife and stuff would probably be different. But yeah, it's kind of a hard question to answer because there'll be multiple factors involved. Thomas and Friends or Bluey? That is a tough one. Let's just, to make it fair, I know Thomas has had a lot of ups and downs over the years, but regarding just classic, absolute original Thomas, like the earliest seasons, I don't want to insult either one because I have both my Thomas Trackmaster and my Bluey collection right behind me. But oh jeez. I honestly can't say. Let's see. So, Thomas has definitely more action and the narration's a lot better. Both have really good sets and music. Both have really nice characters. Oh, that's just too tough one. I don't know if I can answer that. Okay. It's a shame this didn't come in June, am I right? Just a few days late, but anyways. When you mentioned Bluey games, do you mean console games? So, my brother has a knockoff Bluey platformer on his Android, and there are some on the official website, but when I was talking about Bluey games, I meant the, like, card games and stuff. Let's go see what they are. Here is my Bingo's Bingo, my Bluey 5-in-1 games, and I also got the Shadowlands board game. Nice Trackmasters, thanks. And if you look right here, Chili's patch is on the wrong side. And this is official artwork. How did they mess this up? Can someone please explain that? But yeah, speaking of these Trackmasters, I know most of you are Bluey fans, but I actually did a video where I just checked all these out. I got all this goodness for $10. What do I think about a Bluey Lego set? Well, I mean, everything in their world is like square, and the Bluey characters are like rectangles and blocky anyway, so I think it would be a perfect fit. They would just have to get the rights for it. But if a real set were to happen, I would love that. Cool collection, thank you. Speaking of my collection, it's my full collection is actually in these drawers. Here is all the Trackmasters I own at the moment. Do I think the Thomas reboot will fail? So, honestly, as Unlucky Tug mentioned, it's just a generic run-of-the-mill modern children's show, and it doesn't really stand out anymore. But, yeah, I think most people will just forget it, because it's not really that notable, and it doesn't really have the same charm and originality of the original, but that's something we're gonna have to see when it comes out. Do I have Disney Junior? So, I do have it on cable, but I don't really watch it that often. I usually just watch it on Disney Plus since that has all the episodes. Make your own Bluey movie. That would be insane. Here's all my Pla Rail stuff. I got all these things for $40. This whole drawer, basically. They were just trying to get rid of it. Do I now Wow Wow Wubsy? So, I assume yes. Oh, I just dropped one of my playsets. But anyways, I do know about Wow Wow Wubsy. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. Here is my Bluey collection while we're over here on this side of the room. In a video, show us your Bluey collection. Well, I guess this will be that video because I'm just going to show you right now. Those are my two plushies. Say hi to them. I just got this yesterday. They just released it here in the US. I also got the Bob Bilby one. Here is the next floor with all my figurines. There's the infamous color book I did a video about. I still have it. Eye bleach. Why are there so many Blueys? So basically, they just like to include Bluey in almost every single set. I literally have a pool with just Bluey figurines in them. And I also got a lot of loose ones, but I also have every single one mint in the original package. And if you look at this cousin set, here's something really strange. it says includes Bluey and Bingo, even though it doesn't include Bluey. So I actually got a little factory error with that one. But other than that, most of them are normal. Those are some custom Hot Wheels I'm working on. Here's pull time. I got these water bath squeezers from an Australian seller on eBay. Here's Bingo's Playroom. I got this from Amazon, and in typical Amazon fashion, you can't really see it from this angle, but the back of the box is completely screwed up. There's one of the Bluey cards I opened, all the 4-packs. There's the buttermilk. Can we get a peek at the bootlegs? So, the thing is, I don't really have them. I do have the stickers and the bandit pillow. Those are the only pieces of fake Bluey merch I own. Here's another look if you want to see it. Yes, the first one is literally pregnant chili. Don't ask me why. And here's the bandit pillow again. If there was a Bluey video game, what do you think it would be about? So, I know recently Peppa Pig made a video game that's coming out to consoles for some ungodly reason. But if there was a Bluey video game, I guess it would be more slice of life. Maybe something like a party or game or some sorts. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of hope they make a Bluey video game. That would be really interesting. What type of new character do you think is going to be in Season 3? So, one thing that the creators mentioned is that there's going to be more neurotypical characters. So, I guess to answer your question, they're going to have something like that. But honestly, it's hard to say because we don't really know any of the episodes or the stories. So, it's very hard to say. Face reveal. No, I'm not doing a face reveal. I don't want to do one until I leave school because I don't want anyone to recognize me in school, and I hope you can understand that. Sorry. Bandit Pill, the movie, the game. Bandit Pill, the movie, the game, the book. Understandable. Thank you. A lot of people don't understand that, just being immature, saying, why don't you do it? But if you were in my position, you wouldn't want to tell everyone what you do at home either. Trust me. Hardest figure to stand up in your collection. Obviously, Snickers. That one is very long and the feet are very small, so it tips over a lot. Into the Dada pillow. Stop asking me about the Bluey got no iPhone. I don't know what it is, and you're even admitting that you're annoying me, so can you please stop? I don't care. Show us all the other stickers except Pregnant Chili. Alright, so once again, I'm gonna do a video about this another time. I'm waiting for the figurines to come in. I'm not gonna do everything in this live stream. I just wanted to show you the pillow and talk to you guys. How did I find the show? So, I saw it in the Bluey YTP collab that came out a while back, and I thought the show was really interesting. So I gave it the episode a watch, or one episode a watch, and then I just kind of thought it was pretty cool. Understandable. Have a nice day. Was that SpongeBob as a Thomas character? Yes, it was. Oh no. Bluey Bubba Shrek. Oh god. What do you use for editing? So, I'm gonna admit, I don't use anything spectacular. I literally just use iMovie. So, yeah. Can I say something? What is it? SpongeBob, the most amazing Bluey character. SpongeBob SquareTramp. I love Bandit, and I haven't seen Wallace and Gromit yet, but I heard a lot about it. If there was a disabled Bluey character, what would my thoughts be? So, personally, I won't have an issue with it. I'm all for more diversity. And once again, with examples like Jack was a pretty good character, even though we haven't seen him a lot. So, yeah, I definitely am all up for it, and I think it'll work well. Bandit for Super Smash Bros. Will you play the Android Bluey game? So, if I decide to make a video about Bluey games, which I'll probably work on after Bluey knockoffs, I'll probably record a short clip of it. Bandit Pillow, the movie, the game, the book, I couldn't even finish reading it. Most underwhelming Bluey figurine. Alright, so let's go back to the collection. The most underwhelming one, I mean, there's not like a really terrible one. Most of them are relatively well done. Socks, though, Socks really doesn't do much. It's a very still figurine. The only moving part is the tail. And it's just got, like, the paws and the legs can't move. And I did mention in my review video that I thought these were ears, but most of you mentioned that those were just tufts of fur, so thankfully we're not gonna get anything too crazy. Blue car. Yeah, the Socks figurine, though, is pretty nice. It's a shame, though, they only released it in one 3-pack, though. I don't know who Chicky456 is. I haven't heard of them before, sorry. How much will you use the dad pillow? So, what do you mean by used? Let's start with that. Are you ready, Bob? Thomas and Friends best TV show? I'm not sure if I would say it's the best, but it's one of my favorites. So let's just leave it at that. It's pretty well made. Ping pong paddles. Those are Cheems. I'm not sure. They're both kind of cute. What is the favorite color palette in Bluey? So, I have to admit, Bandits is pretty nice. Let's just leave it at that. Have you seen my Bluey edits? I've seen some of your videos if I'm being honest, but I haven't seen your edits yet. Would you play Friday Night Funkin'? As of the moment, not really. Do you think Socks will eventually walk? I think she already did in Season 2. Unless I misread your question. The questions are going by very fast, so I have to read them quickly. Are you sus? Maybe? How much are you gonna sleep with it? Oh boy. Depends. Have you seen the Bluey character Pom Pom? Yes. Is there a favorite Bluey artist you have in mind? I don't have a particular favorite at the moment. Don't forget the Honk short. Yeah, that was a really good short with Socks. I'm glad she got a little more attention. Who do you hope guest stars for Season 3? So, honestly, I don't really have any preference. I'm not really into, like, celebrities or movies and entertainment. So, honestly, I don't really mind or care about it, but it would be kind of interesting. What's my favorite Bluey short? Lawnmower. Honk's pretty good, though, too. Have you been on the Bluey subreddit? Yeah, I go on there quite frequently, but I usually don't post anything. I post once in a rare while, but not very common. Do you own any Bluey books? Yes, I own a couple. I showed them earlier. Great, now burn it. Thanks, Shark. If a Pokemon appeared in Bluey, that would be insane. My brother would probably like that, though. He's into Pokemon. Inflate the pillow. Oh, no. The coloring book is trash. What's something that you overall dislike about the show? Alright, so let's just pause for a moment, and I'm gonna have a serious talk about this. As serious as I can on live stream. So, Basically, one of my... Let me think about it. Are we just talking about the show or the franchise as a whole? But if we're talking about the show, I guess I would say that the characters, some of them aren't that developed. Like, some of them just need more time, which I guess there's only 2 seasons, so I can't really blame them for that. But yeah, the show's just so good, it's hard to come up with bad things about it, but I'm sure there's some cursed Bluey images, yes. Is that an actual subreddit, or are you making that up? Because that's actually something I would try out. Do you like Rickrolling? Not really, I don't do it too much. But I don't mind it. Have you ever watched Ninjago? So I assume you're talking about Lego Ninjago. I used to watch some of it when I was growing up, just because it was on TV, but it's never something I really got crazy into. Never gonna give you up, no. No, I haven't watched Edgeworld, sorry. I never really got a chance to get into that. Do you like Weezer? I haven't heard that much from them. Did you ever play Piggy? No, I never got into that. How tall do you think the Bluey characters are? Alright, so we're gonna pause again, and I want to mention this because I think it's kind of important. So, considering... I actually thought about this a while back, and I compared the heights of the Bluey characters to, like, the animals and stuff. And if the animals and the world is the same size as ours, based on what I found, the Bluey characters would actually be the same size as, like, people. So this man right here would actually be the same size as a full-grown adult. And in my opinion, that's both glorious and very scary. When you pause a Bluey episode at the wrong moments. Yeah, there's a lot of cursed frames in the show. Did I see Bluey's true form? I don't know what that is. They're still shorter than Peppa. In Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound, Bluey wants a puppy, but she is a puppy. Yeah, that's true. I assume maybe some people have pointed out that maybe it's the equivalent of her saying that she wants a baby or she wants to adopt someone. So maybe that's what they meant, but yeah, they really didn't think that one through. Have you ever seen the Nick Sonic show? I haven't heard of that. How does the baby get in the mom's belly? Very nice pillowcase. Do I like Peppa Pig nowadays? So, I mentioned that I haven't seen any of the new Peppa Pig episodes, or a lot of the episodes in general. But maybe one day I'll give it a try, just out of curiosity. I thought you were joking, but now you actually got it. L in the chat for respect? What? If Bluey did not exist, what would we binge watch? So, that depends on, honestly, what you're into, because we're all into different things. So it really depends. Spam Ooka Booka. Oh no. And stop calling me dude. Is hell? Yes. This is. You heard nothing. Aga Booga. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Imagine in season 3, instead of humans walking dogs, it's dogs walking humans. Imagine if humans existed in Bluey. That would be something. I bet people have already written fan fictions about that and stuff. Bluey adopts human. Ooga booga. I have a pet human. What? Bandit, what are you up to? Oingo boingo. Oh, what are y'all doing now? Oh boy, now we're spamming it. Roll 34 fans, it's all coming together. Ew. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. There's gonna be a Thomas Bluey crossover fan fiction. Well, that would be very interesting in concept. How do the ears work? That's a very good question. I have no clue, because they always hear through here, but they never use their actual ears. The only time they actually use their dog ears is when they're covering their human ears, which asks a lot of questions. I screwed up how to phrase that, but anyways. Have you read any fanfics about Bluey? No, not really. Not at the moment. The theory that Bingo died. I didn't know there was a theory that Bingo died. I guess someone could explain that to me. I never knew that was a theory, but that sounds very interesting in concept. Is pillow? Yes. Oh no! Draw me like one of your French girls. Are you gonna use the Bop Beep Boo instrumental in your Blue Iceberg 2 vid? Maybe, but I don't really want to use Bluey music because I know they're copyrighted, or some of them are. How did dogs evolve in the Bluey universe? What happened to the humans? Alright, so I actually had a video in the works covering that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually make it and release it, but it's a concept I've thought a lot of. The Dad Pillow cult will rise. Well, I mean, there's already been kind of a following for it. Can you look at Paw Patrol? I don't... I haven't really gone into any other shows at the moment. I don't have any plans to, but maybe. Have you read any Bluey creepypastas? No, not at the moment. Sorry. Help me. In the background of hide and seek, there are books. May think it is real. I'm not sure what that means, sorry. Where'd you get this from? I got this from a website. How many times do I have to show this? Here's the cover for anyone who's interested. Again. Have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? I haven't seen that much of that show, but I did see a couple episodes growing up. Why is it flat? Because it's a pillow, it's not like a 3D figure. Favorite reaction channel? So, I used to watch Charmix a lot, but of course, he doesn't make videos anymore. I do like Driver 3 Joe though. He makes a lot of funny Tom's videos, and even reviewed one of my videos, which astonished me. Why, God, why? Spam Bandit Healer, yeah, I'm okay with that. United American Alaska Delta or Southwest? I'm not sure, I really don't have a preference. I don't go on airplanes that often. What if you dropped your camera? I'm not sure. Will you show your pillow to Big Nasty Shrek? I'm pretty sure he probably knows about it. He's gonna know about it soon. He watches my videos. Let's see what happens when we drop the camera. Yeah, nothing much. I don't know why I did that. I probably shouldn't have tried to break my phone. Was it fun making the Blue Iceberg? So, the thing is, editing can be very tedious and very time consuming. But I did really like the video and I really enjoyed the concept. And I cannot believe that darn thing has 200,000 views. I don't know why so many people watched it, but... And I also got a lot of comments from people who did not know what Bluey was and were very confused. So yeah, that's fun. You made me attached to Bluey. Where did I get this? I got it from my anime Dakimakura website, of all places. What is your thought on Among Us? So, honestly, I've never played Among Us before, but it seems like an interesting game. So, is this a Q&A and showing off the dad pillow? Yeah, basically. Union of B&B Republics. What is your opinion on the character 16? I have no clue what that is. Do any of your family members or friends think it's weird to have Bluey merch? Oh, I didn't finish the question. Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm late. Among Us. Do you like any shows other than Bluey? Yeah. Basically SpongeBob and Thomas, and I was into MLPFIM for a while. Have you seen Bluey is the ruler of everything? No, not yet. If Bluey had diabetes, she would just not be able to eat sugar or sweets as much as she does. I don't think it would make a huge difference. Fortnite is canon in Bluey. Really? Is it? Someone explained that to me. Once again, I used to watch Pingu as a child. I've mentioned this before in my previous Q&A, but it's not like something I'm like greatly into. I haven't seen the show in a while though. The flossing. So, the flossing isn't just a Fortnite thing. That was actually taken from that backpack kid. So, it's not entirely a Fortnite thing, so I don't really count it as Fortnite being canon or proof. Does my family find it weird that I'm into Bluey or Bluey merch? Once again, the chat is going a bit fast here, but no, they're basically cool with it. And they very nice. And I appreciate them for that. Sus. Chili walks in on him making these poses. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bandit did that while the kids were gone, let's be honest. He's kind of the player type. Chili is too. Chili's doing that whole shake thing and are you ready, Bob? Chili's definitely been in some of that business before. If the show is in the real world, doesn't that mean that Thomas is canon? Oh, shoot. I mean, the only way I looked at it is that both Bluey and Thomas take place in alternate versions of our world, but that's a very interesting question. I have not played Fortnite or Undertale yet, but speaking of 16 from Thomas, once again, I never really got into the Railway series, so I don't really know much about them. Do I know that Bingo's gluten-free? Yes, of course I do. I mentioned it in my iceberg video. What is your age? I'm not sure if I'll say it yet. I think I'll wait. I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret it. But I'm not like the 20 or 30-year-old neckbeard that everyone thinks I am. I mean, come on, can you just listen to my voice? I'm obviously not that old. Here's a lollipop. Oh, thank you. We are not animals when they're literally dogs. Well, I mean, people say that we're not animals, but we're descended from, like, primates and stuff, so it kind of works the same way. Do I play Minecraft, so? Minecraft is one of the few games I actually play, and I love it. Here's some rations. Who is your favorite YouTuber? One of the favorites I've been watching for a while was Leokin Video. He made a lot of interesting videos, but he doesn't post as much because he basically got screwed over by YouTube, which is a shame. He had a bunch of very interesting content. Speaking of cats in the Bluey universe, so there are apparently cats in the Bluey universe because we see them in the cartoons and the shows, and we also see like feral normal ones at the vet if you look on the sign, I believe. And also, apparently, I don't think this is true if I'm being honest, but apparently one of the creators or people in charge said that cats are going to be characters in Bluey, but honestly, I don't believe it. That sounds insane. If you could be any Bluey character, who would you be? I guess I would take Bluey's position. She just kind of rules everything, and everything seems to go fine for her. As crazy as this sounds, I wouldn't want to be Bandit, though, because he always gets tortured. If you were to make an episode about Bluey, what would it be about? Bandit. Bluey is canon and Thomas. Have you played Half-Life? No, I'm just gonna mention it right now. I'm not really into video games, so if you think I've played a video game, there's a good chance I haven't. Socks dance AF. Bluey is canon and Bluey. Stop bandit abuse. Yes. Do you watch Dream? No, I do not. Also, Rusty has a dope hat. Yeah. When will the lost 2014-15 pilot be found? So, I don't know. I'm not really in the position to answer that. You're probably going to have to ask someone who is on the team or made the short. I hope it gets released in a few years, but there have been pilots that have been missing for years from other shows, so who really knows? Aye, aye, Captain. If there was a Mom, Bluey, and Bingo pillow, would you buy it? So are we talking about normal pillows here? Or are we talking about these pillows here? Because those are completely different things. So, if there was a Mom pillow that was like this, I don't know. I mean, I mostly just got it because the dad pillow joke. And I definitely wouldn't get a documarket of Bluey and Bingo because they're kids, so that's just wrong. I would buy one with mom. Yeah, a lot of people like Chili. And honestly, she's nice, but I'm more of a bandit person. Let's all be honest. Who's your favorite Thomas character? So, honestly, it's changed a lot over the years. Of course, growing up, I just liked Thomas, but now I have to admit that I kind of like all of them. I mean, all of them have kind of their quirks and stuff. It's hard to say. Would you buy a muffin pillow? No, I don't like muffin, and she's only 3. Come on. What kind of music do I like? That's a pretty interesting question. I mostly like, I don't know, like classical music, soundtracks from like video games and shows, like Bluey and Thomas. It depends though. I'm kind of into a lot of different genres. I also listen to some like rap music and pop music and basically a little bit of almost everything. What is your sexuality? I'm not sure if I'm old enough to answer that publicly, but I think I'm straight, but I mean, look what's right in front of me. Who knows? Would you play Team Fortress 2? Not at the moment. Are you still trying to get 100 watches? Well, I originally was, but I don't think there's gonna be too many people at the moment. No, I'm not gonna do anything crazy with it. It's just mostly I think I got it as a joke. Do you have a Nintendo Switch? No, but my brother does. He's really into Nintendo. Bluey or Bingo? So, I think Bluey has some interest. She's definitely a fun character. But Bingo is definitely a lot nicer when she isn't being a complete brat. But yeah, if you've seen my ranking every Bluey character video, I put Bingo just a little bit above Bluey. Why are the child voice actors not credited? So, it's basically for safety reasons. They want the children to basically have normal lives and possibly avoid harassment. And even though it would be pretty interesting to see what they look like or how they are, I do respect their decision and I definitely think it's for the better. Would you ever eat that jelly thing Bingo made? Well, I mean, it made Bandit literally go glow in the dark green, so I probably wouldn't. Looked like it gave him radiation poisoning. Have you ever seen a rat with a bat? No, not yet. If you could remove any Bluey character, who would it be and why? I want to say Judo because she's been very neglected and she's not well developed, but she has a chance. Am I the ruler of everything? No, I'm not. Or at least I don't think I am. Have you watched Luca? No, not yet, but it seems kind of interesting. I don't have that many friends. I'm just gonna say that. Mr. Worldwide. Have you ever seen or known about Tug? So, knowing a lot about Thomas's history, I have heard about Tugs plenty of times, but I've never seen the show before. Oh yeah, Animaniacs. Bluey Trackmaster Customs. Where did I get the idea from? So, this is another thing I mentioned in my Q&A video. I saw another YouTuber's video on it, and I just thought it was a very cursed and evil idea. So I decided to do it and curse it upon the world, just like I did here with this pillow. Have you ever had any dreams of hanging out with the Bluey characters? No, not really. The only dream I had is where Bluey got squashed against a wall and died for some reason. I think it was Bandit's fault he did it. If you have a body pillow of Bluey or Bingo, you need to reconsider your life. Yes, it's certainly because this is the only pillow I have. And the thing is though, Bandit is technically an adult, so it's technically okay. It's still very cursed though. But if it was like of Bluey and Bingo doing this position, that would be very wrong. No, I don't know that channel. Or that subreddit. Or user, I don't know what it is. Play Super Mario Galaxy. I heard it's a pretty good game, but I don't have it at the moment. Would you murder Judo? Probably not. I mean, she's still a kid and she has a lot of potential. Yeah, can you please stop the spamming? You've been doing that a lot lately, and it's just getting annoying. I don't know what that is. Where do I normally watch full episodes of Bluey? Usually on my phone. I've heard of Silva Gunner before. I've seen some of his bait and switch videos. Do I think this pillow is well made? So, this pillow, once again, it feels like a bed sheet, and the picture is a little bit pixelated and cut off. But other than that, it's just the way I want it to turn out. I love it. However, I've just had it on display here, so I don't know actually how durable it is. Donut Drifter has an Among Us reference? What? I actually have those Hot Wheels cars, because if you don't know, I have literally thousands of Hot Wheels cars in my office. But yeah, I had no clue. Though anything, let's be honest, you could call an Among Us reference, because their design is so simple. If the creators of Bluey invited you to be in the show, what breed of dog would I be? I don't know. I'm not really into dogs, if I'm being honest, or at least normal dogs. But honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know that much about dog breeds. I can put the bandit bedsheet on a pillow. Yeah, probably, just because. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of that either. No, I haven't heard of that thing on YouTube. Stop asking me. Have you ever watched DuckTales? No, not yet. No more spam in the chat. Yes, please. What causes you to be allergic to dogs? So, I don't know. It was just something I was born with. But yeah, I actually am allergic to dogs, which is ironic considering what I have in front of here. But yeah, I don't know what the scientific reasoning behind that is, though I'm pretty sure there is a reason. Hope you don't have any plans for that. Would I have a pet like Sean? Honestly, I'm not really into having pets at the moment because I kind of live in a crowded or cramped area. My apartment is small. Do I like the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese and Rockafire? So, honestly, I was never huge on them growing up, and honestly, looking back on them, they do look pretty creepy, especially some of the Chuck E. Cheese ones. But they do have a lot of history, and they are pretty interesting. I watched a few videos about them. I don't know what that 11/1/2000 thing is. Stop asking me. I'm not gonna do it right now. Blinky Bill. I've heard of that show before from Phantom Strider, but I've never seen it before. Yes, I've seen SpongeBob. I love that show. It's been one of my favorites growing up. I love how people ask you the most random crap ever. In Minecraft, I always kill Snowman. Good for you. What do your friends think about Bluey? So, let's just start off with the fact that I only have one basic friend, at least in real life. I have a lot of friends on Discord, like Doge and stuff. I talk to them once in a while. But the one friend I know in real life from school, he knows about the show, and he doesn't have the chance to see it though, but he doesn't mind. Yes, I know that's a date. I'm sorry I don't have that many friends. It's fine. I mean, I kind of want to say it's my fault I don't have any friends because I don't really talk to people that much, and I'll admit I can be a little bit antisocial or a little bit grumpy sometimes. I mean, everyone that has talked to me will tell you that, so if I've been rude to you or a little bit grouchy, I apologize because I'm just under a lot of stress very often, so I have a tendency to snap at people sometimes. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't know that by looking at my videos. I wouldn't snap at someone and keep it in there, but if you talk to me, like, on the phone or in real life, I'm not really the most social, and I apologize for that. If SpongeBob found Bluey, what would he do? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's such a weird question. What Bluey character would I hug? This one. I'm a shy spaghetti noodle. Same here. Yes, I know that 11/1/2000 is November 1st, 2000. That's obvious. Bluey isn't that popular in the US. So, You know what? I'm honestly not sure how popular Bluey is in the US because it's not like something everyone talks about. I only hear it come up once in a rare while. But I do go to like Targets a lot and I see a lot of people buying the Bluey merch, so I guess it's kind of popular, at least where I live. People stop typing the most random stuff. Yeah, I have kind of a problem with that in my comments. I don't want to be rude, but yeah, it definitely annoys me a lot. Bagel. What would be the last thing standing in a Bluey apocalypse, or the last one? I don't know, probably Rusty. He's probably equipped. My favorite Bluey character is Bandit too. I mean, why do you think I got this pillow? Rusty got the guns? Yeah, he probably does. I ate a SpongeBob popsicle once, but I didn't really like the flavor. Bandit is God. Bandit is life. I put a link to your channel in one of my videos, but it's just because I love your channel. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not like you were stealing the video or anything. You were just sharing it. That's fine. Do you watch Brent TV? No, I haven't heard of that before. Bingo's bingo. Do you like classic SpongeBob? Yeah, it has a lot of iconic moments, and that's most similar to Thomas. Even though I was born after it, that's what I mostly grew up with. Do I know about that Friday Night Funkin' thing? No. I mean, I've seen the video, but I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm not into Friday Night Funkin'. I haven't tried it. So, yeah. Sheep fell from a high place. What are you doing? Yeah, the show definitely went downhill, and I've seen the Toenail and Splinter episodes before, and I never forgot them. It literally traumatized me. I have no clue how Nickelodeon improved that. The most manly Bluey man? I don't know what that, I don't know who that would be. It ain't me, I'm not manly. Bandit Shrine. Salesman. Stop the spamming. Donate 20,000 gold to acquire the bandit sword. Also, I've never played Fallout before. Once again, I'm not into video games. I don't play a lot of them. Sorry. I blew up a snowman in Minecraft. What TV channels do I like watching? Well, I'm not a TV person. I get most of my stuff through the internet and streaming. So, yeah. I bought this for a joke because I had a running gag in my YouTube poops. Daddy and Mummy Healer. So Norman soils many things just like SpongeBob. What if I said 1 in the chat? I don't know what would happen. I assume nothing crazy. OMG, I need this. I haven't been on Newgrounds yet. I haven't tried that yet. Sorry. Pop-Tarts. 1. Hoopla. Oh man, y'all are great. I didn't even know about Blue until I saw your iceberg video. So yeah, as I mentioned, a lot of people actually got introduced through my iceberg video, and I just want to say that's a great thing. I mean, it is a great show, and I'm glad that most of you were able to discover something that you liked through my videos. That really makes me feel good. Is SpongeBob better than Bluey? Hard to say. I haven't seen a lot of SpongeBob in a long time. I have a love-hate relationship with the episode Bob Bilby. You know what? Same. It's not a good episode, but I do enjoy some of it. So yeah, it's hard to say. I'm gonna start making more in-depth videos about the episodes though. What is your favorite steam locomotive? I don't know. The big boy's pretty cool one. Honestly, it's hard to say. I'm not sure if I really have that many favorites. I kind of like all of them. They're all pretty cool. I'm not gonna say how old I am yet, though. I'm pretty sure if you go back, someone will tell you. Do you confuse Australian accents to British accents? Alright, so I will admit, as an American, I naturally do that sometimes, but as I watch more Australian content, I've been starting to see more differences. As I mentioned before, I used to watch SpongeBob and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic a lot, and I've recently given some of the older Thomas episodes a watch. What is my favorite Bluey episode? Honestly, it's camping. Camping is pretty good and I can relate to it. Do you love it when Australian people say mate? Alright, so honestly, I don't mind it. I don't have anything against it. Have you ever played the game Kahoot? So, I actually used to do a lot of Kahoot back in school. I'm definitely familiar with it. So, yeah, I've tried Kahoot before. It's fun. Roll 34 should be burned. Yeah. Yes, I know Norman soils many things just like SpongeBob. I already read it. You don't need to repeat it anymore. Bluey's Kahoot. That would be fun. Imagine coming to the room and seeing this on the bed. Opinion on Big Macintosh from My Little Pony. So, honestly, I think he's an okay character. He doesn't really do much. He literally just says a couple things. I haven't seen My Little Pony in a while though, but he's an okay character. Bluey's Clues. Macintosh. Can I rank the background characters? I don't know. The last ranking Bluey character video took way too long, and there's more important things I want to cover. So I don't plan on making a video about it at the moment. Is it a full body pillow, just a regular pillowcase? So it's not really a full Dakimakura. It's just a normal pillow because I don't really have room, and Bandit's kind of wide, so I don't want to get a super long pillow. Would I make Bandit Healer my pet? Oh god. I don't know if I would do that if it was a sentient dog. My opinion on John Luke, even if I don't know what he's saying. So, overall, I do think John Luke is overrated. He literally appeared in one episode, not counting cameos on drawings and stuff. He's just your typical social, fun kid. But he did get the message of the story through quite well. This is just turned into a Q&A. Yeah, basically it is. Well, thank you for answering my Minecraft question. You're welcome. Does anyone see me? Yes, I see you. YouTubers you watch? So as I mentioned, I watch Lil Kim video. I also watch Phantom Strider. I also watch some of the Thomas community members like The Unlucky Tug and Train Boy. And I also watch some of the other Bluey YouTubers. I used to watch Bentendo, but he hasn't uploaded that many Bluey videos. And also, I do look up Bluey and B&B Productions to see if anyone has made any videos about me. Yes, I see you. I've seen you plenty of times. Do you like Mickey Mouse? Not something I really got into, but I've seen some cartoons with him. I used to love Mickey Mouse Clubhouse growing up. LOL. I love Alfie. Yeah, Alfie's a pretty good character. I like him, even though he only appeared in one episode. Do you like Bluey and Bingo as teenagers? I do think the show should definitely appeal to its more younger demographic, but seeing them grow up would definitely be very interesting. Was Mackenzie right in Shops? It's hard to say because they developed the episode as if both Bluey and Mackenzie are right and wrong in their own ways, which I think is the best way to go. But I definitely feel sorry for Mackenzie because Bluey's mostly the one who instigates it. Do I like waffles? Yes, I do. They're pretty good. I don't know what I would be regarding in the Bluey universe. I haven't figured that out yet. John Luke and Bluey ship. I'm not really into the whole shipping thing, but as long as you're not hurting anyone, I guess it's fine. Even though I will admit, it is a bit weird to me to ship the Bluey characters, but I don't really mind it, I guess. Will there ever be a Bluey movie? So, I honestly hope there would be, but I don't know what it would be about. Like, Bluey's definitely more fitted for a show and that 7-minute runtime. I feel like if it was made into a movie, it would just stretch out for way too long, but that depends on the concept of the story. Have I heard of the musical Hamilton? Definitely heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. Yes, this live stream is basically a Q&A at this point. Would you turn into a human in Bluey? I'm not sure what I would do. Ever watched Mandalorian? No, I don't get into any shows or movies, with some exceptions, so I don't really know much about those. Who's your Bluey crush? Oh no. Well, just take a look at this pillow. You might find the answer. Never heard of Madness Combat. Hello. I want toast. Sorry, I can't translate it at the moment. I'm just recording a live stream on my phone using YouTube. I don't really watch horror movies that often. Do you support LGBTQ+? Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not harming anyone else, it's fine. Whatever makes you happy. Alright, so is that basically it? We're kind of dragging time on the long run here. So, I guess we'll wrap it up. Haven't seen the Walton Files. Do I like socks? Yes, socks is pretty cute. Do I support furries? Once again, as long as they're not hurting anyone else, I'm okay with it. Whatever makes you happy or whatever your interest is. No, I won't be buying anyone body pillows. They're too expensive. Opinion on the homeless? Is this gonna become like a political meeting? But it depends on who the homeless person is, because some of them just got really bad luck, but some of them might deserve it. It depends on the person, though. There's a lot of factors involved, so it's a very complicated situation. Could I answer the door? There better not be anyone in my house. Did I think Mackenzie was a girl? I thought by the name, but once I saw him in the episodes, that quickly changed. Good luck on your next video. Good luck with your channel. Thank you. And also, I know I should probably announce this if you haven't heard. I released a video the other day called Bluey Censored, or When Bluey Gets Censored. But there were a couple things I got wrong, or a couple guesses I got incorrect. And I want to make a video readdressing those guesses and making things right. So look out for that. I'm going to try and record it today and get it out by today or tomorrow. And also, a special announcement. I might not be able to upload or be that active in the next few days because in a couple days I'm going on vacation to Florida and we're gonna go to Disney World and stuff, so I'm gonna be on break for a while. Pet him, pet him. I'll pet him. Dude, you wanna see that? You wanna see him rub his belly? God, that's creepy, but anyways. Alright, well, that's basically it. I'm glad. Oh, someone on Discord asked me, and they said if I didn't want to answer it publicly, but I don't have any negative opinions, so I'll answer it publicly. How do I feel about Bluey Bro? So, Bluey Bro is basically this YouTuber that uploads, like, Bluey memes and stuff. Honestly, I have nothing against them. I've talked to them before. They're pretty cool with me, and I like some of their videos. I don't know what's gonna happen in Season 3. Yeah, I've seen a lot of YouTubers who are a fan of my channel. Rock Socks? Rock Socks is cool. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but I definitely like his videos. Shout out to XX Lives. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but there you go. Pop Rocks. We're all living under Chinese censorship. I do watch Blame It on George. I love his Lost Media videos. I haven't heard of Discovery Kids. I miss the YTPs. So, do you all actually like the YTPs? Because looking at them now, they're garbage. They're just so poorly made. I honestly kind of hate them. But if you like them, I have nothing against that. If you enjoy them, that's fine with me. Janda Burton. Opinion on life. So, overall, my life is going pretty good. I got a Bluey themed pillow for $60, so, I'm kind of balling here. I'm not homeless on the street, and we're going to Disney World, so even though I do get stressed out a lot, which I apologize for, I would have to say I'm grateful. This is the longest video I've ever made. Yeah, I mean, it is. I have a tendency to talk a lot in cases like this, and it just drags on and on. How long has this live been running? It doesn't show me the hours, but it shows me we just surpassed 90 minutes, which is like, we're basically doing a feature-length film here, but it's just the bandit pillow. Will Bluey fade after a while? So I think eventually it'll have to. The concept can only go so far. But the writers and the creators are very talented, so I'm sure it's going to go for at least a few more seasons. What will I do with the pillow? I'll just put it on display. Let's just leave it at that. The Holy Grail is here. A feature-length film. I've seen Rock Socks too, and I'm literally trying to be not really like you. I suppose you're trying to make your own videos? I would just say it's fine if you cover the same subjects as us. That I really wouldn't consider that copying, but if you could put your own twist on it and just be yourself, that's the best way. Because that's the best way to be unique. Bandit is squished. This is really cursed. Yes, it is. Do you know who Aaron Vector is? Is that the person who was like, who made those showbiz animatronics and was part of creative engineering? That Aaron? If that's the Aaron you're talking about, then yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, baby. Opinion on the C-RAM missile defense system. I haven't heard of that. Eat your lunch. Yeah, I'm hungry. I gotta eat my lunch soon. I haven't even had breakfast. Have you heard of the Beatles? Yes. I haven't listened to too many of their songs, but I definitely know about them. Okay, I've heard of there's Discovery Kids, but I've never really watched it. Okay, so yeah, that Aaron Factor, I got it. Channel of yours has no content. I assume you're talking about B&B Extras. But yeah, I just really haven't uploaded on there. Based in cringe. Who the heck invented this bandit monstrosity? It's Artemis Wolfe. He's the one who drew this. So credits to him. Yes, I've gone to Chuck E. Cheese multiple times throughout my childhood. What's your favorite instrument? Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is my favorite. Do I watch Disney Dan, Yesterworld, or Defunctland? Yeah, I watch all of them quite often. They make very interesting videos. So Topham Hatt was called the Fat Controller. So overall, I don't think it's a huge change because I always grew up with him being called Sir Topham Hatt. But I do think it's an interesting one. Yeah, this is the peak of my career. For better or for worse. I love you two like friends. Aw, that's very nice. Thank you, Nick Jr. Vivo. What is life like in America? So contrary to popular belief, we're not all cowboys eating McDonald's and shooting each other, even though if you said that, I wouldn't say you're entirely wrong, because there definitely are a lot of those types of people, but I live in a decent area, decent part of town, so honestly it's not too horrible, and yes, I do eat a lot of fast food, and I go to Walmart a lot, so that's the best I could say. Favorite fast food place? Ooh, um... That's hard to say. I go to a lot of burger joints, probably more than I should have. In-N-Out, Shake Shack, those are some of my favorites. I love Smash Burger, but the only one that was like miles away from me closed, so that sucks. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. I don't know because I live in Australia. Yeah, I assume it's quite different. What do I think of Dream's Masked video? Haven't seen it. Don't really care for it. Opinion on myself. Honestly, am I ashamed of what I've done? Yes. But am I proud of how many people I've entertained? Yes, as well. And yes, you're right. In Australia, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's. Thought that was really interesting when I first heard of it. How old do you think Bandit is? Bandit's probably in his mid-30s, I want to say. I was kind of hoping he would be younger, but whatever. I'm not sure, though. They never mentioned it. I don't know enough about Idaho to really form an opinion on it. And I've never seen Tom and Jerry Kids. Gavin, why you keep asking me to do so many things? I can't do everything. I'm just trying to live stream here. I don't know much about Rockafire to know the show tips and stuff. Sorry. I'm not like too into it. I'm not like getting big on it, but I've definitely heard a lot about it. Is Bandit God? Yes, of course. Do you know Yu-Gi-Oh? I've heard of it. I don't know much about it though. I don't know much about a lot of these things you're asking me, and I apologize for that. That's mainly the reason why it's a blue channel. Schroeder, your opinion on me. I don't know much about you, but I guess you're a nice guy. Bandit is life. Certainly. Bandit is not God. You sure? That depends on the religion. I am God. That's cursed. What about me? Once again, I can't really form an opinion because I don't know anything about all of you. I apologize. So I can't really say. But I'm glad that you were all able to make it. I'm not sure if I really have a favorite Chuck E. Cheese Rocket Fire Explosion character yet. Worst Bluey character with no potential, Judo. I do think Judo has some potential, but they just don't want to use it. Ludo Studio doesn't like her for some reason. Dora, saw that growing up, never really cared for it. Did I watch the Bluey French dub? I've seen the French dub of Camping because someone actually sent a copy of it to me. Should I make more videos even though my internet has gone down? My interest has gone down the drain. Well, it's up to you. I'm not gonna force you, Rock Socks, but I would love to see more content from you, but honestly, if you're not really into it, you don't have to. I mean, the interest of Bluey is what mostly drives my content. But it's really up to you. Bandit is just weird when he is in the hands of Rule 34 artists, yes. I'm gonna throw the bandit pill onto the street so everyone can see it. Johnny or John Luke? Honestly, both of them are fine. Basically the same thing, just different languages. I live near Ludo Studios, have been to almost every location in the show. Really? That's cool. Yesterworld's Chuck E. Cheese video, I've seen that. What if Finding Nemo existed in the Bluey universe? I don't know. That would depend. Have you seen the Bluey Rule 34? Yes, if you see my Bluey Rule 34 videos, I certainly have. It's quite a bit. It's a lot. Let's just leave it at that. And I don't know why, but people are obsessed with putting Bluey on Bandit. I have no clue why, or why so many people are attracted to that. Like, it's one thing to draw Rule 34 of Bluey, but they can at least be original. You know, apart from, like, drawing kids banging it with their adults. That's kind of messed up, or pretty messed up on its own for obvious reasons. And they definitely know it, but yeah. Do you want me to draw Bandit? Yeah, go ahead. Give it a try. Opinion on the comments. There's a lot of spamming which annoys me, but overall you guys are doing a great job. Everyone's doing a great job. So keep it up. What topics do you think they'll handle on the show? I think they'll probably cover more disabilities and more acceptance. It's hard to say. I don't know what's going on in the heads of the people at Ludo Studio, so it's hard to say, but I assume something like that. What is it like in San Francisco? I don't know. I don't live there. I've never been there before. Winnie? She's a nice character. Not much to her, though. Thank you very much. Who made that pillow? Artemis Wolfie. He drew the original. What's it like in Las Vegas? Are you just gonna guess all the places I live in? Because I'm not gonna have that conversation right now. When will Bluey Iceberg 2 come out? Probably by the end of summer. I don't know. It depends. What do I think about 101 Dalmatian Street? Never seen it. What if Bluey was married to Bandit? Oh god, that would be an issue. I already said my opinion on Socks. She's a nice character, though she does have a lot of untapped potential. If Bluey added a gay character, so, honestly, I wouldn't mind it. Most people would complain, oh, it's just hammering things down people's kids' throats, but if it's done subtly and naturally, I wouldn't care. As in, I would totally be fine with it. I love your vids. Thank you, Dr. Captor. Panda has athlete's foot. Do you watch Nathan Spies? No. What is your opinion on Edward the Blue Engine? So, I never really cared for Edward growing up, but looking back, I do really like him. He kind of represents the old character who's not really up with the others, but he's really nice and he's really caring. Unless you count that Edward Strikes Out episode, but let's just all pretend that doesn't exist, right? I'm your biggest fan, B&B. Oh, thank you, Janda. Germany. What is your opinion on Oliver the Great Western Engine? Oliver was never one of my favorites. I never really cared for him, but he does kind of have an interesting backstory where he was saved from scrap. That was pretty cool. Toby, not really one I cared for, but I do kind of like him and his design's interesting. Opinion on Bob the Builder. I saw it a few times growing up, but it's not really one of my favorites. I haven't seen it in a while, though. Edward is the first engine. Yeah, he was the first one created. Events of September 11th. Obviously, that was a horrible event. I'm not sure why you would ask me about September 11th of all things, but yeah, it was definitely a horrible event. My younger cousins are over. I'm trying to hide them from seeing this. Yeah, I'm not sure if you would want to show them this. Why? Edward's seen everything. You know what? Let's show Edward this. Oops. Where is he? Where's Edward? Let's go find Edward so he can see this, because I feel like he has to. Oh, there's my old Hit Toys Edward I had ever since I was a child. There. Edward's seen it now. I don't think he likes it. Sid and Marty Croft. I've heard of them, but don't really know much about them. Yeah, some people took my profile picture, which I guess is fine. It's not like anyone's going to mistake them for me. But I might update my profile pic soon. What video did I enjoy making the most? Honestly, one of the easiest ones to make, which I consider one of my favorites to make, was the coloring book one, because that one was pretty funny. And honestly, I didn't have to do a lot of editing like my other videos. So that was one of the most fun ones to make. What do I think about Train Boy 54? Oh boy. Eventually this was gonna come up, so Train Boy 54, if you don't know, is this guy who has autism and stuff, which I don't mind, but he's really into My Little Pony and Thomas, which I don't mind either. I kind of am. I can relate. And he does this thing where he gets old Thomas Trackmasters and he puts the faces of Equestria Girls, My Little Pony characters on them. And a lot of people think that's super weird. Personally, I don't care for it. I think it's quite hilarious in a sort of weird way, but I could totally see why people think that's cringe or weird. It's a small world, so I assume you're talking about the Disney ride? I actually like that one. I like the song, as crazy as that sounds. I know a lot of people think it's annoying, but I don't mind it. 5-minute crafts. Haven't watched them. I don't even want to get into them. They just seem like so normie, I guess. I don't know what my Bluey character would be like. I haven't made an OC and I kind of don't want to. Oh, the collapse of the building in Florida? Yeah, I've seen that in the news a lot. I don't know how they didn't see that coming. They should have definitely made the repairs when they needed it. But they didn't think it would happen, and then it did. It's a shame, though, because there was definitely a lot of lives lost in that. I still think they're trying to find most of them. Can you watch me? Maybe. I'll see later. Is that Athlete's Foot? I have no clue. Thomas and Friends best TV show? I think I already answered that one. I'm not sure. What that dog doing? Banana Split shows in the movie. Don't know much about that. Can't answer. Foot fungus. Ew! Oh, God. Y'all really had to bring that up, huh? While I'm looking at this. Rant video of Mr. Monkey Jocks. Maybe in the future. Make Bluey versus Bandit. I'm not gonna make that. Not right now, at least. Thomas is older than Bluey. Yeah, Thomas is like over 100 years old and Bluey's like 7. So yeah, he's definitely older than her. All 8 fingers and 6 toes. Yeah, it's the complete package. Failed flight attempt of the Challenger. Oh, is that like the Challenger, or the one that blew up? Yeah, I've heard about that one. That was definitely tragic. I don't know what else to say. I'm not really, like, no, I don't really know about a lot about, like, disasters and stuff. That's not really what my channel's about. Will you cherish the pillow forever? I certainly will. Or at least, as long as I keep running this channel with the Bluey theme. When is the live stream over? I don't have an exact plan. I just thought I'd hang around and show you the pillow. We are getting a lot of repeat questions, though, so I assume most people are done. I'm not like a full-grown adult. I'm not in my 20s or 30s. Opinion on the sinking of the Titanic. Once again, it's tragic. That's all I can say. I don't really know what else to say about it. Yes, I've seen the Chloe plush before. I want it so badly, but it's going to take a while before it comes over to the US. Favorite UK narrator? I'm not really sure because I don't really see the UK episodes too often. But Michael Angelis and Ringo Starr do a pretty good job. I've never broken a bone before in my life. Opinion on that one disaster on that one historical event. I don't know what that means. Sorry, it's not very specific. I don't listen to enough Beatles songs to really know a favorite. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I haven't played that. Do you think Bandit has a favorite child? So, honestly, I think he loves both of them. I'm pretty sure that was like the main message in Kids, the episode. I'm not really sure if he has a favorite. I doubt he does. Thomas or Bluey? I've already answered that. I'm not sure. Do I watch Plain Rock 124? That's a good question. Yeah, I used to love his content. I don't watch him as often, but I definitely seen all of his older original videos. Opinions on NYSE? Don't really know enough about them. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon, so prepare for that. I'm not gonna be able to answer all your questions. My phone is actually dying right now. Have I tried Pepsi Blue? No. And have I watched VeggieTales? Not really, sorry. Why is there so many underage people here? That's a good question. Board smashing bandit pillow. I've seen Crackback make some funny videos. Haven't seen that much of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Haven't seen Tailspin be over here. I'm 11. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be 13 before you can start a YouTube account. Sorry, kid. I'm 16. Yeah, that's old enough. I want the muffin plush. Yeah, so my phone's about to die, so we're gonna end the stream real soon. But yeah, I got this sweet little muffin plush at Target. I don't even like muffin, but it's just so adorable, and the thing's like $50 on eBay, so I'm glad I got it for like $8 at Target. 14. Yeah, that's old enough. You have to be 13 or older before you can have an account. Do I have a jumbo bingo? Yeah, but I don't have it in here. The punishment for signing up underage should be death. Well, that would decrease the population significantly. The best Tomy Trackmaster item. Hard to say. There's so many good ones. I mostly like the older ones. The hit toy ones, though, are better because they're basically the Tomy ones with just more detail. But after Fisher-Price and Mattel took over, they started to lose a lot of the details. So I have to say the hit toy ones in general are pretty good. And for my Thomas Trackmaster fans, here's my rare Hit Toys Boko. Don't come across that one too often. I also used to have a Trackmaster Proteus, but I lost that one. The battery compartment got corroded, and then I lost it when my dad couldn't afford to pay for the house anymore. So, yeah, that's tragic. But I kept my Trackmaster Hank, so that's good. No, I don't play Among Us, sorry. I know who Nolan Bushnell is. He's the one who started Atari and Chuck E. Cheese. Or at least helped in it. I don't know where Jeff Bezos went. I'm sure he's not in my house. That's all I could say. Used to have a full Checkmaster set. Christmas Swim, that was a decent episode. Not like one of my absolute favorites, but I thought it was pretty good. Tropical Storm Elsa, yeah. There's some tropical storms starting in Florida right now. And I'm about to go to Florida. Or at least I don't know if it's actually in Florida, but I'm heading down to that area. Are you gonna get the John Luke toy set when it comes out? Yeah, totally. You have an entire toy store in this room. Yes, I do. I have tons of different collections. I'll make a video about it someday. Yeah, they all drowned her. They didn't really drown. They are the pool, as you can see. Do you like the Bluey intro? Honestly, I don't like the intro to Bluey. I actually don't. Because it's just really generic and it's just them doing a little roll call, which is nothing unique. And overall, I actually think it's not really one of the greatest aspects of the show, or the opposite. So I would definitely change it or make it more lively. Tell me here. I don't know what my worst Bluey episode is. I'm still trying to think of it. Sorry. Why did you find the Rule 34? Mostly just to shock everyone. Honestly, if you look it up on Google, it's actually really easy. Or you don't even have to look up Bluey Rule 34. You just have to, like, I just look up normal Bluey images and it'll just, like, come up. It's crazy. Thoughts on Easter. I actually made a whole video about that, so just check that out. That'll be easier. FBI open up. Why did I change my profile picture to Bandit? To better reflect what I make on this channel, because I used to make Minecraft videos, but I don't anymore. Opinion on Cars? I kind of like that franchise. Alright, so we're basically just gonna wrap up the questions. I'm not sure if I'm gonna answer anymore. Don't watch Tommy in it. I don't know. Opinion on Screaming Knife. What? Alright, well, I guess we'll wrap up the stream now. I'm gonna end it soon because my phone's gonna die. If you have any more questions, don't worry. I'm not gonna answer any more at the moment, but I will make another Q&A in the future, or, you know what? If this really goes well, which it didn't at first, and I sincerely apologize to everyone, we might do another live stream in the future, and I'll be able to answer more questions there. But for now, I just wanted to show y'all my magnificent bandit pillow. Look at this side one more time. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know a lot of you died inside, which is great, I guess. But with that said, I'm gonna get going, and hopefully we could do another live stream in the future and not have the microphone cut out and make me rage at everyone. But with that said, I apologize for any inconveniences, and look out for knockoff Bluey toys review because that's definitely gonna come soon. So, yeah. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And I will try to post this live stream, but I don't know what's gonna happen, so, yeah. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks for talking about my question. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone's question, but, yeah, I can't just speak up forever, but I'll try and do it again sometime. Bye. Bye, everyone. Adios, senor. Goodbye, Sid Thomas. Thank you. Bye. Oh, I should have ended it at 4:20, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get Edward his bleach. I'll be right back. But, yeah. Bye. Adios, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you. You too. Peace out, bro.